The Peter 1 line is staffed by a group of operators who are specially trained to handle the position. They all have lived experience with mental health issues and/or substance abuse.
They're working at the 1 line because they have made a lot of progress in their own recovery, and they're able to use those tools to help the callers. For all the hard work that we do, and all the help that we give people, we recently received an award from the Massachusetts Coalition for Suicide Prevention, because we do, have a lot of difficult callers at times, and being recognized just really showed that peer support works. We know where we're coming from. We know that we can help people, and we're only growing and we're only getting better.
I think having peers involved in the system in general, I think there's a lot to be said for that, and I think this is one aspect that benefits from it in this way too. It can only help to have people that have been through the system dealing with the people that are coming into the system.
The relationship with the best team was natural because we realized right from the get-go that not all calls could be handled by one-line listeners. Some of them got very, very intense and people were in crisis, and we knew that we needed help with that. And the best team was a natural because they were here in the building and right down the hall.
We're not therapists, we're just peers. We can help to a certain extent, but once it turns into a crisis, it's comforting knowing that they're down the hallway, that they will be able to help that person.
We're a crisis line primarily, so we act as a triage service and a crisis line for the Boston team and the Somerville, Cambridge team. And we decide what intervention is going to happen with a call, so we can send mobile clinicians out to see someone.
When they get a call that is not a crisis call, they will transfer the call over to us, and we will talk with the caller. If we happen to get a person who's in crisis, then we would bridge that call over to them.
My experience of talking with the individuals who've been here is that they like that comfort, I think, in the sense that if they get into a situation where it gets a little bit more difficult or it's going a direction that was neither the caller or the person here answering the phone expected, they know that they can call the professional in and can say, okay, how do we get this now to be moved into the next direction?
My responsibilities are to convey hope to the callers and to be a listening ear for their condition.
Actually, recently I had a call. It was a woman who was out of our area. She was out of Boston, so we couldn't necessarily respond to her. And while I was trying to arrange for a clinician to go out to see her, I patched the call through to Jose at the warm line. He was excellent. I gave him a brief description of what's going on. He talked to her for about 20 minutes, patched her back through to me, and I helped refer her. And so basically that I guess encounter just made it very smooth for this woman. She was less anxious and she still needed an evaluation, but it was just very smooth sailing.
Make it their agenda, not your agenda. And at the end of the day, hopefully convey that you are there to listen, there to provide whatever services you may be able to provide, and to let them know that they're not alone in this world, that we are here and that we care about them.
We started out as having 8 calls per month. Because of our reputation, we have gotten really known around, and we have up to 400 callers per month now.
I don't think the warm line is just an extra service to have. I think it's needed. I think that clients really need that personal touch, really need someone to sit there and talk to over the phone when they don't feel comfortable and when they're having a tough time.
It's been wonderful to be able to give clients another option. We can pass them to the warm line where they can talk if they don't need any more intervention than that.
I would also like to bring up the fact that it's not all just doom and gloom. Somebody called me one time, hey, I got a joke. Fine, that's great, and it isn't all just talking about problems and issues. There's also that, that communication with each other, and that, we can laugh and joke even in the midst of despair.